Welcome, and today we are doing an Overwatch 2 tier list. I'm new to Overwatch, so everything here will be my opinions based off of about 2 weeks of experience. So, we'll see how this goes. I expect to be wrong on some things, so if you think differently, then be sure to put it in the comments below. Let's get into it. Alright, so we're going to be starting with the tanks. Start with Winston. Seems pretty cool. He's alright. I think it's mostly with him, it's mostly just the shields you have for mitigation. There's nothing I'd really say is special about him. I guess he's kind of like, he can gap close easily. And he's got the shields. I'm gonna say he's a C tier tank. I feel like that's a good spot for him. Next tank, Reinhardt. Reinhardt is pretty good. I can't tell you how much as a support main I've been sniped by his fucking dash and just one shot. His shield is pretty good. It's an interesting ability. I think the fact that he's melee is also kind of interesting. He does have the things where you can like swing and throw flame at people. That's kind of cool. That's like your only ranged thing is him. I say he's probably A tier. I like how he's designed. I feel like it's a very good character. Doomfist, I think his name is. For this guy, I don't really know because I haven't really played him ever. I jumped into a match before this just so that I could know what he does, and he doesn't feel that strong. I don't know if that's just me or if that's a thing. Personally, I don't play him anyways. I feel like there are better tanks, so I'm just gonna put him as a D tier for now. I think his name is, what's his name? Sigma? This guy is actually pretty good. But I don't think he's as good as Reinhardt. His ultimate, where he brings people up into the air and then smashes them back down, is really good. I'm not so sure about his attacks or some of his other abilities. He does okay, I'd say. Where's the next tank? This character, okay. Oh, what's her name? Zarya or something? Oh my god, the barriers. I hate this character. It's so annoying. At least with the other characters, the one with like big, huge health bars, it's always like, okay, well I can see I'm chipping away at this. At least I'm making progress, right? But with this character, it's like, I'm hitting a barrier. Am I doing anything? Is the barrier just gonna run out, or do I have to damage it enough that it goes away? Like, I don't know. And it's like, well, if you meet this character one-on-one, you're gonna lose. It's like, unless, I don't know, maybe if you're a tank you won't, but oh my god, I hate this character. And because I hate it, it's going in D tier. Just because I hate it doesn't mean I have to put it in S tier. Because it's good. Because it's a broken character. I'm gonna put it in D tier. Let me see. Who else? There's Roadhog, right? Where's he? There he is. Alright, Roadhog. I feel like Roadhog is an S tier tank. I feel like he is a very good tank. He's got a huge health pool. He's got his own way of healing. His mitigation is his health bar. And he's got that hook. And the hook is huge as well. Because I had no idea the range was so long. I thought it was like, oh, I don't know, like half of what it is. It's like, oh my goodness. But yeah, I mean, he's pretty good. I feel like he's pretty balanced. Well, or I don't know. Maybe people would disagree with me that he's balanced, but I feel like he's a very solid tank, and I don't feel bad going against the Roadhog, I'll be honest. Whereas I feel bad going against the Zarya, this character. I do not feel bad going against a Roadhog, so I'm thinking that it's not broken. Let me see here. The next tank, this one, I think it's called Orisa. This is a very good tank as well. It does feel a little overbearing at times. I feel like going up against this guy, his ultimate, which sucks you in, only certain characters can get out of that. I know sometimes I've been playing like Zenyatta, I think his name is, the support, this guy right here with the balls. He does that, you just can't get out. It's like, you can't get out in time. Yeah, I feel like he's a pretty good tank. His abilities seem pretty good. He's got that spear he throws that stuns you. He's got some, so I guess he's got some pretty good utility. I think I'd put him, oh, I think I'd put him just below Reinhardt, because I think I like Reinhardt's aesthetic more. And then the very last tank, Junker Queen. I really like this character a lot. This is like either an S or an A for me, 100%. I haven't played this character, but I very much like the aesthetic of this character. Because of that alone, it pushes it up to S tier. Okay, so I think that's all for the tanks. No, wait, DVA, yeah. How could I forget about DVA? Her ult has a huge, enormous AoE, and you have to line of sight it. But the thing is, if you're not in a map where you can line of sight things easily, it will absolutely wreck you. And the thing about it is, apparently, I heard that it used to kill her. It doesn't anymore, so they can just do it whenever. Yeah, but I mean, like, you can kind of pick her off easily enough. Right here seems good. An A tier, at least. That said, I do wish they would change the ultimate just a little bit, you know? Pretty good character. Moving on. Every time I think I'm done, there's another tank. So this guy, he's like a wrecking ball or something. It's a hamster. As a tank, I don't know if it really performs its job as well as other tanks. I feel like it really is just a wrecking ball. And it's got like a lot of health, and that's about it. The thing about this one is, I don't really like it. He's really hard to hit headshots on when you're playing against him, because obviously he's a ball. Yeah, it's really annoying, because my favorite character, I'm a support main, right? You gotta hit crits as support if you want to get people. I don't know, I'm gonna say above Doomfist, I think. Because you can have some fun stuff with that character for sure, especially if you get into no limits with like 5 people with this character, it's kind of fun. I guess that's the tanks. There's no more tanks, right? Yes. Okay, so we're done with the tanks now. Awesome. Let's move on to let's do supports, because I play support. I'm a support main. Let's do that one next. I don't know why I didn't do that one first. So let me start with a character. Let's see, this one. This is, I think, Anna is her name or something. I think I'd say pretty decent character. I wouldn't say she's the best character, but she can, like, sleep people. She can, like, and that's pretty useful, I guess. As, of course, that's reliant on your teammates actually paying attention to what's going on, which, you know, it is what it is. Put her in top of C tier, and I think that's a good place for her. Next one. This character, I think, is a support as well. She's kind of like a paladin or something, basically. I don't know how she heals, I'll be honest. I don't remember ever playing this character. But I know she has, like, a shield. And I think she can give that shield to other characters. I don't know. She has a shield. She has, like, a flail. I'm going to put her in D tier. I think that's okay. I don't know much about this character. I'm just going to put it in D tier because all the characters in D tier are kind of like, I don't play these characters. I'm not a big fan of them either, so that's where they go. Next support would be Kiriko. This is my favorite support. It's also my favorite character in the game. I'm a support main. I've played it in the arcade mode. I haven't unlocked it yet. I've still got like 15 Battle Pass levels to go. I'm not spending money on this. But I really like the part where you can like teleport to your teammates basically, and then on top of that, the kunai or whatever she throws gives like extra damage on crit hits. I like that a lot. You just gotta learn to hit your headshots. That's gonna be really fun. I can't wait to unlock the character and start playing it more in normal games. And then on top of that, she heals with those talismans, which is like a really cool aesthetic, I think. I like that you can do damage and heal. That's probably like a huge plus for me. I feel like I'm gonna put this character at the top of S tier because it's my personal favorite. And then let me jump to my second personal favorite, Zenzinata, however you say it. I'm gonna call him Zen. I really like him a lot for kind of the same reason, because you can do damage as a healer, and if you hit headshots with him, it's pretty nice. You have this orb that you can put on enemies that like makes them take more damage. I feel like that's really useful. I try to put that on the tanks when we're trying to nuke them down really quick. I don't know if that's what you're technically supposed to do. That's just usually what I do. Because if you get the tank out of the way, then everybody else is easy. Usually. So, yeah, I like his aesthetic. I like his orbs. Is he S tier? I don't know. Is maybe bottom of S tier, top of A tier for supports? I'm gonna put him in top of A tier. Because I feel like I like him a lot, but not quite enough to say he's an S tier. And then, on top of that, let's see. Who's the next? This guy. Now, this guy has a very nice ability where he AoE heals you, which is really good. It heals basically everyone. He doesn't have to focus on healing as much. He can like dial up the heals during critical moments. It's a pretty cool character. I feel like it's a decent healer. I'm gonna say he's like maybe top of B tier, if I can get him to. Come on. Okay, I'm just gonna switch. There we go. Easy. So yeah, I feel like he's a solid B tier character, you know? I feel like Mercy, of course, is like your standard, like, almost full healing character. You can switch to pistol and do some damage. It's really not worth it, though. Unless you're, like, having to, like, 1v1 someone because you got, like, caught out. So yeah, but I mean, you can heal your allies, you can buff your allies' damage. That seems like a pretty solid kit. You can revive someone, which is good, but has baited me so many times into trying to revive someone in a tricky situation that it's actually more of a detriment than a help, I think. I'm gonna put it just above, I think, Orisa here. I feel like that's a good spot for Mercy. She's definitely like an A tier healer. That's basically like her job is to heal. I guess I should move it up to like the bottom of S tier. Not because I play the character or like the character. I have played it quite a bit. But just because this is the support hero. This is the one when people think support, they think Mercy. And so I feel like I have to put this character in S. But we'll leave it at the bottom of S. And then on top of that, and then moving on, who is the next healer? Moria. Now this character, I hate Moria. Oh, I hate going against Moria's because the thing about Moria is she doesn't have to aim. So she can jump around and dive, duck, dodge, dive, and duck, and it's like, oh my god, stop moving. Oh, she's so hard to hit, and she can hit you no matter what. Oh, it's so annoying. And then she can heal herself, too. Oh, she has so much sustain. If you 1v1 run into a Moria, it's like, get fucked. Oh my god, I hate it so much. DPS Moria scares me. Alright, add a row below. We're gonna make an entirely new tier specifically for Moria. There we go. Moria, worst character. I hate it. I hate it so much. I think that's all of the healers now. Yeah, that looks like it. Alright, so on to DPS. This guy, Soldier 76. He was the character that they gave me in the tutorial when I was starting the game out. They showed me his ultimate. Holy shit, I thought that was overpowered as fuck when I first saw it. Now I'm kind of like, it's good, but I mean, how good, you know? But he's a good character, I'd say. I've seen quite a few people do quite a lot as this character. I feel like of the DPS characters, he's probably like a mid-A or like high B character just because of like how I've seen people play him. So I'm gonna say he's probably, I'm gonna put him in low A, so like just behind Orisa, because I also need to take into account like what other characters are around him. And I feel like he's not as good as Orisa. Oh, I forgot a support. This guy. Quick go back to that. Support, this guy, he's got like a healing grenade launcher or something. He's got like immortality field, I think it's called. That's kind of cool. I like his immortality field. I think that's an interesting concept. I'm gonna put him in just below. I think his name is Lucio. And B tier. I feel like that's a good spot for him. All right, back to DPS. So this character, basically, female Cassidy. Basically, I think this character is actually really good. I haven't played as this character much. I think I played it like once. It has a very good design, I feel like, as far as like the Western theme goes. On top of that, I feel like she has some pretty unique abilities. I feel like she's okay. She's like a solid. I think she's like a good, solid pick for like C tier. I feel like top of C tier maybe. No, I think like bottom of B tier. Bottom of B tier for sure. That feels right for me. Bastion. We're gonna make another tier here. I know, but we need another tier. This character is a who? It's a who? Never played him, never seen him in game. I have no comments on this character. I've literally never seen him. I started playing Overwatch 2 after they literally fucking removed him. I guess they'll add him back eventually. I think. I mean, right? They'll probably add him back. But until then, I have fucking no idea who this character is. Next character, Cassidy. His ultimate, really, really annoying. Because it's really annoying, I feel like that makes it really good. He also has, I think, a grenade. The amount of times I've been, like, headshot by a Cassidy is higher, I think, than most other characters. So I'm gonna put him bottom of A tier because I feel like he's a very skill-based character. I feel like you have to aim a lot, and then he also has that one ability where you don't have to aim, and that's kind of wild. But yeah, I feel like he's also like a classic character too. I haven't played him much, but I feel like he deserves the recognition for that at least. Genji, I feel like he's just overtuned a bit. I feel like if you changed a few things on him, he'd be really good. I don't like how he can like deflect everything all the time pretty much. I don't know how often he actually can deflect things, but it feels like he can always deflect stuff, which is, I don't know, not great. It doesn't feel good. I'm gonna put him D tier just because I'm not a fan. I'm actually gonna move Zarya. No, okay, I'm gonna leave Zarya at D. I was thinking about moving her down to F, but I think she'll be fine there. But yeah, so I guess Genji top of D. He's not a bad character. He's actually quite good. I just feel like he's too overtuned, and I don't want to place him in like the characters up here because I'm not a big fan. He can just absolutely just catapult behind everyone. No one pays attention, and then he just snipes the supports. It's absurd. Hanzo. Oh goodness, I hate this character. I liked it a lot in my Overwatch video where I was like, ooh, this character's kind of fun. But I've been playing games, and like game after game after game, if there's a Hanzo, he's gonna 100% headshot you way more than you think. It's like, oh my god, they just fucking throw out headshots left and right. It's nuts. Hanzo players are insane. We're gonna give him like mid A tier for that. Junkrat. I'm gonna say Junkrat, very good character. I feel like his basic attacks do a ton of damage for what they are. I'm gonna give him top of B tier, I feel like. And then he like explodes on death, which is something I found out the hard way. Feels like it's a good character. There's a couple times I've been caught out by him when I shouldn't have from his like traps and shit. He seems like an interesting character. I feel like he's good. This character, I think what's her name? Like May, something like that. I don't know. She's got like ice gun. She can turn herself into a solid block of ice. That's pretty neat, I guess. she can turn other people, she can freeze them, and then just walk up and headshot them. That's really fucking annoying. But yeah, she just has this like freeze gun, and then she can turn herself into a solid block of ice. Reminds me of like ice mages in World of Warcraft. Fuck ice mages, you're going on D. Mid D. I don't like you. This character, the aerial bombardment character, pretty good. I feel like any character that you can like fly around with and like just shoot from the air is already really good, because it's like you add like an extra level of how people have to aim at you, and it makes it difficult. It's something about shooting at a target in the air is way more disorienting than shooting at a target on the ground or like jumping around. It's so hard to hit them when they're just zooming around. But because of that, I feel like high A maybe, high A tier. There's also another character that's not on this, surprisingly. It's weird that they have Kiriko on this and then not the other character, but it's basically the other character that can fly. You know who I'm talking about. The like android looking motherfucker. You know what I'm talking about. That one, put it right next to her. We're gonna put that one just right next to her. Imagine that they're right there. Below her, but right next to her. So Reaper. Reaper is a pretty good character. He's another one that I started the game with because he was like simple, right? I stopped playing him really quickly though, honestly. I'm not a big fan of like his playstyle, I guess you would say. He's a strong character. I'll say I kind of want to put him in B tier, but also I feel like A tier would kind of suit him as well. Actually, I feel like I'm gonna move Cassidy down one, and then Reaper will take his place. All right, and then this character, Sojourn. When I have to queue as DPS, this is the character I play. This is a great DPS character. I'm gonna say right there behind Kiriko. I love playing this character. I've gotten pretty good at it, I'd say, over the past, I don't know, week or two that I've been playing. She's pretty fun. She's got the rifle, and then nothing feels better than weakening an enemy with the rifle and then finishing them off with the right click with the fucking sniper shot almost. It's really nice. And then her ult is basically like sniper shot after sniper shot, basically. I'm not sure how much damage they really do. I feel like you have to get some headshots to actually kill with them in one hit. And then her E, which is like a zoning grenade, it works pretty good to keep people out of stuff, and a lot of times they'll just stand in it. I find that it happens sometimes when they're all grouped together in like a corridor or something. They'll just continue to stand in it so they can shoot at you. So that's pretty convenient. This character, the hacking character, I don't really know. I forgot her name. But I feel like this character, her weapon is a little weak, and I feel that is because she is supposed to be reliant on the damage up buff. You hack an enemy, and then you do more damage to them for like the duration or whatever. She can also like go invisible, which is kind of nuts, honestly. No, I'm gonna put her mid B tier, because the thing about her is, it's like I don't think I've ever seen anyone carry as that character, is the thing. Every time I see someone playing that character, it's always like they'll go in for like a pick and then that'll be it. They won't actually like pop off like Junkrat or maybe Cassidy will. Then there's this character. This is the laser lady. I'm not really sure how to feel about this one, because for on one hand, her lasers are like auto target, and if you places like 3 of them, they can actually do some like serious damage. I don't remember. Her weapon though is like a shitty beam weapon or something. The alt fire on the weapon is actually, I think, better than the main weapon fire. C tier is fine, I guess. I'll leave her in C tier. Now this character. This is the king of zoning DPS. He has like his ult, I think it's his ult, is like this huge goop that like splatters all over, and it's like on the floor and everything, and if you walk on it, it damages you. And then on top of that, he has turrets, which is huge. So it's like if you need to like zone an objective or something, like he is absolutely huge. So I'm gonna say because he suits his role so well, I'm gonna put him. I'm gonna put him in. I'm gonna actually put him in S tier. That'll do. Let's skip Tracer for now and go to Widowmaker because I have a thing to talk about with Tracer. So Widowmaker. Basically, how good this character is depends entirely on your ability to snipe. It's like if you're not good at sniping, don't play Widowmaker. That's basically like it. Very back of A tier, I feel like, because it's very much a character that can do really well, but it depends entirely on how well you can snipe, and sniping is a very different game from like shooting any other type of weapon. Now, Tracer. I have a problem with this champion, hero. But yeah, I have a problem with this character. I've played it a couple times. For like part of a day, I tried it. This character, there is something wrong with it. I can feel that there is like something seriously wrong with it. It's got 150 health, right? And on top of that, it's got these weapons, and the weapons feel weak as fuck, man. They feel so bad. They don't feel like they hit, and they don't feel like they do damage. It just, it's awful. And then, like, on top of that, like, people are getting one shot at, like, 200 health, right? Having 150 health, like, is that necessary? The other day, I actually ran into a person. Let me tell this story here real quick. The other day, I ran into a person, and I didn't say anything during this, but they were talking to somebody else, and they're like, yeah, I played Tracer all day yesterday. And internally, I'm like, wow, you played Tracer for a full day? And you're still playing her? Damn, that's crazy. But then immediately following me thinking that, he was like, might be my last day playing Tracer too. And I was like, there it is. There it is, yeah. And then we proceeded to lose the game. I mean, it's not that it's Tracer's fault that we lost, but like again, it's such a bad character for the majority of the game when you compare it to like all the other characters. It could be good. It has the potential to be. It has a theme that I really, really like. I feel like this is a character that I would love to play, but it's just not. It just doesn't feel good to play it, and that really sucks. Your own ult kills you if you can't get out of the way. Like, like, what? Why? Why is that a thing? D.Va has a giant fucking mech suit that kills everyone in a 15, 20 meter radius or something like that. I don't know, it's huge. And and it doesn't kill her. She doesn't have to line of sight her own mech. It's like, why is this a thing? I don't understand. Why would you have D.Va's ult not kill her and be huge damage, but then have Tracer's ult kill her? Like, why? Why would you do that? What sense does that make? It feels like this game has been out for, I don't know, like what, 3 weeks? Probably not. I'll edit in like how long it's actually been out for, but it's been out for like, I don't know, not very long, and the character feels dated. Like the game's been out for like 2 weeks, and the character feels dated. Why is that? It feels like the character is just completely out of the meta. It's like it's like this is like the worst character that you could play. And because of that, I'm putting her in F tier. Above Moria, though. Because fuck Moria. Okay, so I originally was going to cut in here and talk more about why I think Tracer isn't good right now, but it quickly started becoming really long, so I'm just gonna make a different video on that, and I'm just gonna have that up in a few days, I guess. I guess I'll link it in the description when I finish it. I'll come back to this video and I'll edit the description so it has it, I guess. That seems like a probably be for the best. And then you can go and watch that if you want. But for now, back to the video. But yeah, I can't feel good putting her any higher than F tier. This tier was solely made for Tracer. Because, I mean, if I put her any higher than that, it'll feel like I'm ignoring the glaring problems that the character seems to have. And, like, keep in mind, I'm saying all of this as, like, a complete newbie, right? I played it for, like 2 weeks or something. So obviously I'm not a super big expert on all this Overwatch stuff, but... Man, just Tracer, man. It's just, it feels like it could be so much more, but it's not. It's actually such a huge disappointment. But outside of that, yeah, here's my tier list, man. There it is. There you go. There's the completed tier list with every character except for that one that wasn't included that can fly us right here in this area, right between these two. But yeah. I feel like this is a pretty good tier list. All of these characters up here are pretty nice. I feel like I'm pretty happy with this. If you disagree with this, put it in the comments below. I'd like to see, actually. I'd like to see what you guys think about this. Because obviously there are some characters that I don't really know well, like this character here. I don't remember her name. Female Cassidy. This guy right here. What's his name? I don't know. Support dude. And then other characters like this lady, or maybe Doomfist as well. There's some characters that I don't know because I don't play them. But I'm a big fan of like all of these characters. All AS and A tiers are characters that I feel like I could play and have a good time with. Maybe the top of B tier would be pretty fun as well. Yeah, so I guess that's just my Overwatch 2 hero tier list. Tell me what you think of this. I'm actually like super curious about what people think about the different heroes. And of course, if you have anything to add, like what you think of a certain character, also put that in the comments because I'd like to know as well. I've heard that there's trailers for different characters as well. I guess that's a thing that Overwatch has done. They're like animated trailers or something. If you want me to like, I've seen people on YouTube have reacted to those apparently. So I guess it's fine if I were to react to them as well. If you guys want that, let me know, and I'll see about doing it. I haven't seen any of them. I feel like it'd be an interesting video, maybe? I don't know. It's up to you guys whether or not you want it. Just put it in the comments. Thanks for watching, you guys. I feel like this is a bit of a different video. Just wanted to make this one because I thought it'd be a pretty cool and fun video idea. So yeah, that's it. See you guys in the next video.